Namaskar dosto, welcome Chauhan Academy. Today we are going to start the section 4. That's the most important for you guys, and this is a most important topic for Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan, especially for DYC, District Youth Coordinators. As you know, these sections covers more than 40 marks and the 40 questions, so you have to listen it carefully. And this data we have taken from the this is official data, and the officers who are associated with this publication: Deputy Director General of Dr. Devendra Verma, right, and the Director Mitar Sen, Deputy Director Somya P. Kumar, Junior Statistical Officers. There's a renowned officers, right? And this is a central government data. So we start first with the youth. What is a youth? Firstly, because this topic will cover basically, you know very well that many of you are in Hindi medium also, so I have to tell you in Hindi also that कि youth क्या है, because youth development programs, in the community and youth development programs, it means community and youth both are very correlated, because where is youth living? Actually youth are living inside the community, so we have to understand the major things that. So we'll start from the introduction, who is a youth, the concept of definitions, and then the major issues: education, unemployment, civic management, migrations, right? We'll discuss all these things. And part 2 we'll study about the vital and social statistics of the youth in India. Youth in India: population growth, average annual growth rate, right, distribution of population, age, sex, India and world, population world. So we'll discuss everything. And marital status, right, fertility and contraceptions. We'll have to study about that, because these are most important topics for this one, right? Then the mortality and neutral health care, it is also the most important things. Then literacy and employment, because youth development. What is youth development? If youth is unemployed, youth is illiterate, then it is not possible to make a development scheme. So the government is deciding to develop to the youth with the help of the programs, development programs, and these development programs can apply properly when the governments have the accurate data about that which kind of youth are here. They are educated, non-educated, literacy, what's the literacy. So these are all important, that one, right? Then crime and youth, most important. Nowadays we are seeing that more than 95% cases in any crimes, the involvement of the youth is a major problem. You'll find that. Then welfare of youth in India, this is the most important. Policy initiatives of the youth in India, this is covered: National Young Leadership Program, Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan, National Service Scheme, Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Youth Development Program, National Program for Youth and Adolescent Development Program, youth hostels, assistant to the scouting and guiding organizations, skill development of India, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, Manrega, Deen Dayal Upadhyay. These are skill development youth. Then international initiatives for youth, we'll discuss also this one: Habitat, UNDP, UNEP, what did it. So these are most important. We start from chapter 1. Yes, as you know, the publication Youth in India, this attempt to identify the issues of importance of youth under the broad categories. Suppose that the population dynamics, marital statistics क्या है, fertility and contraceptions क्या है, mortality and neutral health and care, literacy and employment and crime. So these are very important. So we have to discuss all these covers. And United Nations youth related to initiatives we'll discuss. Then the National Youth Policy, 2014, launched in February 2014, and propose a holistic vision of the youth of India, which is to empower youth of the country to achieve their full potential and through them enable India to find its rightful place the community of nations. The NYP 2014 has defined youth as a person in the age group 15 to 29 years, right? According to NYP 2014, who is youth? So maybe the question will ask from this one, who is youth according to NYP, National Youth Policy. So the age group of the people who's under the age group of 15 to 29, they will got. Then government of India has a formulated national policy for skill development and entrepreneurship in 2015 to provide an umbrella framework to skilling activities being carried out within the country so that they can they can develop, right? And same thing that, and to align these two common standards and link skilling with the demand centers. As you know, if we suppose that our youth are right skilled, then the many centers and many countries will calling them, because we have a huge number of youth but they are not skilled, right? If we make skilled them, then definitely they can earn properly and they can give a good production, good output for this one. So this is the most important thing. India has if you see percent over the countries in the terms of distribution youth population. So at per India census, the total youth population increased from 168 million in 1971 to 422 millions in 2011. That's the most important thing, that this is a young country. 422 million people, only youngsters are living here. India is seen to remain youngest longer than China, Indonesia, the two major countries other than the India which determine the demographic features of Asia. So this is the most important thing, that. And the district youth coordinators, it is a must responsibility of that one to understand this topic. Why? What is your need? What can you do for that one? This is the most important thing, buddy, right? But a negative aspect of youth in India is that a sex ratio in the youth population. ये यार बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, ठीक है, ये डिक्रीज हो रही है लगातार 1991 अवार्ड से. So the reductions of in sex ratio of youth is found to be much more than that of the overall population, and it has come down 939 in 2011 and it's compared to 961 in 1971. No, क्या हो रहा है? What we are doing, right? So this is a very you can say that this is a drastic problem, right? It is a very dangerous problem. It is a very dangerous ratio for this one, because in some time it is projected that a decline further to 904 in 2021. शादी नहीं होगी भाई, कहाँ से लाओगे, right? बहुत दिक्कत हो जाएगी. The percentage share of currently married female in the age group 15 से लेकर 19 के बाद पर कर रहे हैं. So this is drastically जो from 69.59 in 1961 to 19.447 in 2011. So this is a good thing, right? Because it's showing that the welcome shift in the level of the marriage women in younger age groups. So mean age at effective age for the females in India has come up to 22.3 in 2014 as compared to 19.4 in 1995. So actually when you work there as a DYC, then this is your responsibility to make sure these things कि जल्दी शादी ना हो, ठीक है, उनको आप समझाएंगे, राइट? यू विल ट्रीट देम, यू विल जस्ट ट्रेन देम टू मैनेज द लाइफ, राइट? दिस इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. And the fertility in India is falling significantly, and total fertility rate that is in urban areas has fallen below 2 children per woman, right? This is the most important. उसको करना ही करना पड़ेगा, because total fertility rate जो है हमें डाउन करना पड़ेगा. So the TFR, total fertility rate, has come down from 5.2 in 1971 to 2.39 in 2014, and just 0.2 points away from the reaching the population stabilization replacement level of 2.1. Because the replacement of level कितना 2.1. This is the most important question. This question can be asked, this one or this one. Now we achieve 2.3 and the point is, destination point is 2.1. Crude death rate, what is that one? That has come down from 14.9 in 1971 to 6.7 in 2014 at the national level. That's the most important. CDR varies from 73 in rural areas and 5.5 in urban area in 2014. So this is the most important significance also. Mother and child care program of the government has been effective with around 90% of the deliveries occurred in institutions are conducted by the qualified professional in 2014. So the most important compared to 34% in 1980. This is a very important thing to know about this one. क्योंकि एक अच्छा सा काम हुआ कि हाँ हमने पहले से किया. Otherwise जो अनप्रोफेशनल्स या जो भी अनस्किल्ड लोग करते थे, दैट इज़ बहुत सारा जो मैटरनिटी रेट या जो भी मतलब डेथ रेट बहुत बढ़ जाता था. लिटरेसी रेट की बात करें तो रीच 73% एज पर 2011 सेंसस, फीमेल लिटरेसी 64.6% एंड स्टिल मच लोअर देन द मेल लिटरेसी रेट 80.9%. So we have to, this is our challenge, because we talked about the equality, but where is equality? No. So we have to increase the data, the female literacy, right, so that we can achieve equal to male literacy rate. The gender gap also is a literacy rate is a gradually decreasing over the years. The student enrollment in the higher education is highest, 79% of total at the undergraduate level during 2014-15, and during 2011-12 about 50% of male and about 18% of the female in rural areas were in the labor force. Got it? It means the corresponding percentage in the urban areas were about 56% of the males and about 13% of females. So this is also very important data to know us. Then unemployment rate of the males was about 2% and for the female was about 3% rural areas during 11-12, and urban areas unemployment, if we talk about that, female was 7% compared to 3% of male. So this is also important. In matter of suicide, this is the most important thing. Youth 18 above below 13 is one of the vulnerable groups with 33% of share of total police record suicide cases. So we have to understand these all well, right? That was a highlight point, right? We will start from where we will start from the youth. What is youth? We will start the introduction. This is most important. Firstly, we discussed only the highlight point so that we can get an idea, an average idea to understand the which kind of youth are living in our India, which kind of problems facing by us, right? Then we start from this chapter, the first chapter, part 1, that is called youth, and overview. What is youth? Youth being enthusiastic, right, vibrant, innovative and dynamic in nature is the most important section of the populations. That's why I think you guys who are preparing for that DYC, I think you guys are the most important person in the district, more than a DM, more than an NSP, more than whatever, because you are the, you will hold that one, you will handle the people who has these qualities, right? So youth shows a strong passion, motivation and the willpower, which also make them the most valuable human resource for the fostering economic, culture and political development of nations. Who is nation? The citizen of any country that has nations actually. And who did the work, how the country did growth, how country does growth, how country developed it. No, the country doesn't develop itself. The people, the youngsters who are living inside the country, who are working for this one, they do work, they do economic growth, they do a culture growth, they do the political development. So then the nation will develop. So the country's ability and the potential for the growth is determined by the size of its youth population, and their role in the building defense capability of nation is a unquestionable prima una. The energy and the passion of the youth, if utilized properly, can bring huge positively change to the society, and I know also about that. Progress to the nation. Youth are the creative digital innovators in their communities and participate as active citizens, so eager to positively contribute to the sustainable development. This section of the population need to be harnessed, motivated, skilled and streamlined properly to bring rapid progress for the country. The most important things we have to understand this one. So I'm going to stop here because this is just a demo lecture, and if you need more then definitely join us, because the most important thing for the DYC to know the youth program, the youth development program, right, and this kind of videos you will get. So जो भी हिंदी माध्यम के भी हैं, right, they can join also. We'll provide you the bilingual and कोशिश करेंगे कि हिंदी में भी और भी चीज़ें मिल सकें आपको, right. So okay, take care, bye bye, जय हिंद.